See, this is exactly why I've always said protect your figures at all costs. See, all the predators went down. That could have been disastrous if I did not put these pillows right where they were. And to think that I was going to listen to my wife and remove them. She said, get those pillows off the ground. I said, no. This is exactly why. That could have been disastrous right there. This is how you avoid that.
That's crispy.
Alright guys, what's good? So we got a little unboxing video here. A couple things. One was from Sideshow, the other one from Big Bad Toy Store. Have to get into these ones real quick. Let's see what we got. That bad boy open. Oh yeah, bam. So here we got the Hot Toys Snake Eyes. Now originally I was not going to get this figure, but then I noticed they're coming out with the Storm Shadow. The Storm Shadow I really liked, especially from the first movie. This one of course is from the second movie, Retaliation. But you know, I just decided, well, I've got to get it. I mean, I can't just have Storm Shadow by himself, so got to get Snake Eyes too. Didn't really, when I was looking at the pictures, didn't really, you know, strike me as really dope. But then when they came out with the final product pictures, I was really, you know, impressed by them. So I definitely had to get this. It's a cool box. Well, we'll do that later on. Next up, got from Big Bad Toy Store here. Let's crack it open. And it is warm as hell in here. Ugh. Alright, had to use two hands on that damn thing. Jeez. So here we got. Get it open. We got Figure Arts. This is Deca Yellow, actually. There it is, Deca Yellow. Put it in double boxes. I like that. Good job. So we'll probably either see these on Super Sunday, or maybe I'll do a standalone review, you know, of the Sideshow figure here, or Hot Toys I should say. But already I'm liking the way this thing looks. Looks dope. Alright guys, peace. Alright, it's time to get down. So now we've finally got the Deca Yellow in. Damn, this figure cost quite a bit for me to purchase. The most expensive one yet from the Figure Arts Power Ranger line, or SPD Rangers I should say, or Deca. Man, there's so many different ones. But this thing shipped was around 90 bucks. Yeah, it's a real steep price to pay, but I had to do it. I mean, I had you know, house money to play with, so I had to take advantage of it. And Pink Ranger is going to be just the same price. I mean, for some reason, from what my man Darius was telling me, that mostly the female figures on you know, with the imports are a little more pricier. And of course these ones were web exclusive, so that makes it yeah. But you can see all the stuff they come with. But I'm happy to get this figure. Like I said, it came with house money, so that was probably the only way I was gonna be able to really pick this thing up, unless I sold a bunch of figures. But definitely happy to get it. Deca Yellow will be next. But alright, let's crack it open. Alright, here goes all the different accessories Deca Yellow comes with. It's got the holsters and all that for the weapons, interchangeable hands. It's got these weird 3 little disc things. I'm not sure what that is. Of course, there's the 2 fingers. It's got the grip for the morpher. This hand that looks kind of like a West Side. It's kind of weird looking. And then just a bunch of different hands. Another set of 2 fingers. It's got the like a blaster gun right there. All kinds of different things. This is one thing I really like, is how they come with the different versions of each. You got the long kind of sword staff thing, then you got that blaster, and then it has the thing where it makes it look like it's combined. So that's kind of cool. And there goes the morpher. Had some handcuffs. Pretty dope. Here goes a quick look at the morpher. It says SPD on there. These things are always really nice. It's got the red, little blue at the top, and I finally found out that these things actually can open if you can get it just right. I got it. This takes a little bit of prying to get this thing open, or maybe some longer nails, but that's kind of cool that it has that little effect right there. Very, very dope. And here's Deca Yella out of the package. Looks really, really cool. Smooth all around. There goes more of that target in the butt. They showed that with I don't know if the other Power Rangers did that, but the one with the Green Ranger had that issue right there. It's just weird. It's just cool. Now, one thing that this one does that the other ones don't have is these wrinkles right in between the thighs right there. I don't know the purpose of that or whatnot, but it's all good. You can tell it's actually a female. I mean, she's got, you know, boobs there. I'll compare it to all the other ones here in a little bit, but really, really nice looking figure. I mean, the yellow is spot on, looks good. It's nice and vibrant. The helmets I always really liked with these figures. I think they're really clean. The nice effect right here, the little plastic right here, really nice. And that red right here just stands out, looks good. Really, really good. The mouthpiece. All around, these figures are really nice looking. You see the detail on the belt. Looks really, really good. Yeah, these figures are really something special. Now, if I didn't get all the other ones, I would never have tried to complete this whole team. But I got them. Well, I started out with red, so I should have said if I didn't get the red one, I would have never got the rest. But you got to complete the Power Ranger teams. I mean, you know, I can't just leave it with just one. But really, really cool figure. Now, articulation. The head does not move too well, but it's just the same as all the other ones. You go up about that far, go down about maybe that far. So not tremendous amount of good head movement, but shoulders go out great. And they got that, you know, Ranger socket in here, so it can move all the way around. Have a little rotation there, or just good. You just got to kind of work with it a little bit. That's how I do. Get these hands going up. Just like that. Bam. Double jointed elbows, of course. Wrist rotation, because it's interchangeable. You can get all kinds of different movements in there. Got a nice diaphragm joint. And of course, waist swivel. Got the legs. And then you got the Figure Arts extendo leg. Bam! So you get really up there. Then you got double jointed knees, of course. Foot rotation. Go down really good. Can go up about that far. Toe articulation. And you got ankle pivot. Bam! So of course, there you got it. Figure Arts. You know you got to get. You know you're going to get some really good articulation out of these figures. So here's Deca Yella with the rest of the team. You can tell it's a female mold. I mean, she's a lot shorter than the rest, which is good. I really appreciate that they did that and not make her the same size. So definitely that's a really cool thing that they did right there. So now it's just one figure away to completing the team. Now, I think when I get the pink, I'm just going to stop with this. I don't know if they, from what I understand, that they are going to do the other two. Who was it? The Shadow one. I think that's what they called him, in Omega. I can't remember, but I don't think, if they're cheap enough, if they're around, you know, the $40 range, I'll get it. But if they're another one, like web exclusive, where they want like 80 bucks, I'm not going to do it. I'll just stick with the core team. But definitely happy to get this figure. Really, really clean. Really makes this whole team come together now. I mean, now I just need to really hustle and get the Pink Ranger. Alright, so I'm going to give a few tips here and there, some things that I've done around the way. I know a lot of people ask here and there about, you know, lighting, picture taking, because picture taking has become a new kind of element to ACBA and how to display figures and whatnot. You know, lighting is very, very important to your photos. Some people say camera, you know, helps out a lot. I've got this new Sony camera I've been using for a while now. But you can also see a lot of good people take photos with their iPhones and phones. You know, lighting I think is crucial. So we'll do a couple of different lightings that I use for my photos. Now this whole thing I've been using is a nice light box my wife got me for Christmas. Slings the Web showed a cheap way on how to make one on your own. I mean, I'll try to find that video and post it in the description. But basically the light box, it just keeps all the light within, you know, so it makes everything more contained. You can use all sorts of different lights, but this thing, I think she got it for like on sale for like 30 bucks or something. It came with a bunch of stuff, a nice photography, you know, backdrop. It also has these lights. Now these lights, they're not LEDs, they're just nice wattage light, and they do the job perfectly. Basically I'll take them in, shine them on the side, and it makes that kind of glow effect inside. Put one on top there. Basically I like to take photos in the dark here, you know, make sure, you know, it's light outside, but what can you do? Have one on that side as well, and the effect makes a nice kind of bright look, which I'll go ahead and I'll snap a photo here and post it up. Now another set of lights I use are these really bright LED lights. These red ones right here I got from IKEA, and they're $3.99 each, and they make a really nice bright. You see they got 3 light bulbs in there. Also had this set, which aren't as bright as the two, but or aren't as bright out of the two. I mean, you can see how the lights are spread out differently. And then you see I just stack a bunch on top here. Sometimes I'll put some on the side, but really the focus is makes a nice kind of bluish glow to it. Set that down there real quick. You can see everything's a little bit darker. The colors still pop. Makes a nice shadow in the back. I have to actually clean this up. It's pretty dirty. Let's take a photo real quick and just show you what this looks like. Oops. Stand your ass up. And then these things are magnetized, so just got to find something to prop it up there. And then you get direct light. Don't have to go through the filter of, you know, the light box. See, it just beams in really nice. So we'll take another photo real quick. Alright, and then the very last thing that I've been trying to utilize more is this nice flood lamp I got here. Basically, I've been using this for years, but it's got all these different light things on here, but this is probably the better one. It's a nice bright white. Really puts the shine on the figure. You can see on the video. This is what I've been using now lately in my reviews and stuff. Makes a nice, really bright light effect in here. Like I said, traps all with this light box. It traps all the light in, so everything's focused on here. So, like I said, just always, you know, try different things out. You know, you got to really create your own. You know, look online, take tips here and there, but really it's all about practice. Like a lot of times I'll take about maybe 10 or 15 shots, you know, of one figure in one position, just to try to get the right lighting, right angles here and there. You know, so it's all practice. It's all honing in the skills. You know, nothing is ever perfect. You just gotta keep practicing, and that's all basically you can really do. Alright, so here's my latest pickup for my DC figures. This one was last month's subscription, I believe. I don't have the subscription for this year. I missed out on it, but I just pick them up when I can. But I think this Red Hood came out great. I really like the way this figure looks. Really, really impressive. Here goes the box. Again, one of those good, solid box art. Jason Todd. There's the side of the box. Looks really sleek and clean. And that's it, just a box. It came with 2 pistols, handguns, whatever. I don't know what the name is. Not a lot of detail at all, but it's nice that they included some weapons. Pretty slick. The figure itself just looks really good. I think the white came out nice. The paint, actually, when you get them out of the packaging and then you start looking around the figure, you're like, wow, this is actually really clean. Very, very solid. Of course, he's got, it's kind of weird that they did this. He's got one hand with the trigger finger effect, and then one is just a solid kind of grip. So he doesn't grip the gun too well. And you can't really even open his hand up to utilize that, so not sure the reason behind that, but it still looks good. And even the helmet here, nice. No scratches or anything like that. I don't know if I might have my man Joel make a cloth cape out of this. I'm not sure yet. The cape doesn't, you know, hinder anything. It doesn't force him to be back heavy. I don't know. It's just a nice all-around figure. Of course, he utilizes the same old DC mold, which they'll probably never get away from that. But it's just something you got to accept and continue on. It's got no head articulation at all. I mean, why the hell should it? It looks like one of those little blow pop things. Huh. Still cool though. Alright, like I said, there's nothing too fancy about this figure. I just think it's really clean looking. You already know all the articulation on these figures, so I won't even have to mess with that, but still a nice figure to add to the collection. A lot of people are mad because it's not the more modern look, not even the old classic look. This is, I think, if I recall, this is when Jason Todd first resurrected and came back as the Red Hood. I think it is. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't read the comic in a while, but still looks good. Definitely think it's a nice add to the collection, especially for a Batman Rogues gallery. Can't ever have too many of those figures. Alright guys, that's it for Super Sunday this week. If you didn't get a chance, check out my Snake Eyes review. This Hot Toys figure, amazing figure. I'll put the link in the description, but we're just about 2 weeks away from Comic-Con. I can't wait. They've already announced you know, the programs, you know, the schedules here and there for all the panels. A lot of good stuff coming out. Whew. Man, I'm looking forward to getting down there and meeting up with all the guys and just kicking it, having a good time. But until then, guys, peace.